Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new to the channel, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel. My name is Bradley Mutaung, and all the content that I post here will be beneficial to your trading, so make sure that you subscribe and you won't regret subscribing to this channel, guys. So we're looking at VEX 10 1S, and the broker that I use is Drive. The link is in the description below. You can just check it out. So as you can see, we are on the daily time frame. The market was pushing up, obviously creating those higher highs and higher lows. As you can see here, had a break off structure right here, and Drive does not have like whereby you can just create everything and then just tap on your breaks of structures like this, just to make them very simple to get. But like, we are working with all that we have, guys. So break of structure again right here, as you can see, pulled up, pushed back into an area of interest, continue pushing up. And whenever you are analyzing the charts, guys, make sure that you talk to yourself, talk about what you're looking at. Be loud. You can be loud, as like I am doing now. You make your analysis, but like you're talking to yourself. We are seeing a break of structure. The market pushed up, tapped into this area, pulled back down into this area of demand right here, continued to push up, which led us to getting a break of structure just like this. Even when I'm making these videos, I talk to myself to make sure that I'm following all my rules. So as you can see right there, break of structure up, higher high, then we had a lower low, which gives us a change of character just around here. Then after having the change of character, we know that the market is no longer pushing up. Now it's going to push to the downside. So change of character. So a chart stands for like change of character. So after having the change of character, it seems like I made an error right there. Change of character, it seems like it doesn't want to go, guys. So change of character, lower low, lower high, lower low. So around here, the market tapped into this area here, or this fair value gap right here, and then decided to pull to the downside. So the anticipation is we can get the market pulling to the upside, tapping into this fair value gap here, of filling the fair value gap before dropping to the downside just around here. So that is the idea that I have so far. But like, looking at the structure, you can obviously see that the market is progressing to the downside, so there's no need for us to go against the momentum whereby we are trying to buy, even though we know or we see that the market is pushing to the downside. So after even this break, this gives us like more confirmation that we are pushing down. Then it means that this is our protected high. This is our protected high, and then this low here is our liquidity, or the low that has to be taken out. So it means that whenever we have this structure here, we tap into a nice supply zone, of which you're going to refine on the lower time frame. Then we expect more pushes to the downside, maybe on the 1 hour or the 15-minute, depending on how you trade. But like, I like using the higher time frame, the 4 hour, the 24 hour, for my overall market structure, so that I can see like what's going on. So if you use like the 1 hour to analyze, you're not going to understand what's going on. So the overall target should be just around here. Some of you may be asking, why is the overall target at the lows like this? But like, it's simple. We are looking at this area here, we're looking at this imbalance here, or this fair value gap here. It works as a magnet, guys. Works as a magnet, and it works very nicely. And then you can clearly see here we have like some type of a trend line here, and this shows that there is liquidity at the lows. So I'm just gonna remove that, so we can just move over to the 4 hour time frame. So the 4 hour time frame, that's where we refine our zones, obviously. So looking at the zones, zoom out, just look at the structure. So we can just refine this to this. So it means that this is a refined supply zone, which it's nicely at the top. And then we have this area here as our fair value gap. As you can see, there is a gap here, there is a gap. And the reason why I'm saying that there is a gap, you can see that this low here, or this candle wick, does not meet this candle wick here. And then you use 3 candles, the first one, second one, the third one. So when it comes to these two here, let me just make it green so that you can see it. So this means that this is your fair value gap, and normally the market reacts to this fair value gap, whereby you can get a nice trade. Sometimes it fills the gap and then taps into the supply zone just like this. So most of the time, make sure that you mark out like your fair value gaps. Then after marking out your fair value gaps, that is when you can wait for a structure confirmation. And then a structure confirmation normally means that you wait for structure to push down, come back like this, then push down again. Then after pushing down, then that is when you can get a break. Then after having a break, you wait for a pullback into an area of interest just like this, and we wait for that push to the downside. But like I said, I'm gonna explain everything to a T or in detail on the course that we are going to drop on the 15th, guys, and then we're going to drop that course in a online format whereby you can just pay online, and then whenever you want to learn, you just log into your account. Then after, you can learn on the videos or the materials that we're going to put out each and every week, just because we're going to also post analysis like on a daily basis. We're going to post analysis, make sure that everyone is updated in the course, make sure that everyone that's in the course has like a group or a support group whereby they can talk with each other, make sure that everyone is on the same page. So it's gonna be a lit class, guys, master class that is going to take over your trading journey to the next level. So I'm not just saying things, guys, you can see from the videos that we put out on the channel that we are trying to make sure that everyone is learning. So as you can see here, you can just try and refine this area, but like I'm not going to refine anything, just because I was looking at this current structure here, so as you can see right here, the market decided to push up around here. We had a push up just like this, break of structure, push up again, pull back down. Instead of creating a higher high to take out this high here, the market failed to do that, and then created a lower high. Instead of a higher high, we pushed to the downside again, came back to the top, and then that is when we started breaking structures. So which means that the break of structure that's going to work for us is this one here, or a change of character. But like I like making everything simple. So BOS at the bottom, just like that. Then after having that BOS, you can see that the market created a lower low, lower high, then this is our lower low. So this is the current market structure format. So another break of structure came up around here. Then after having that, we are trying to figure out where we're going to take our trade. So we can move over to the 30-minute. So you can see that I'm moving into like all the time frames one by one. I don't just keep time frames and just go to the 1 hour. That is why I'm saying that the course will be lit, just because everything that I'm doing here will be taught to you guys. So as you can see, break of structure, and then I'm trying to look for what the fair value gap first before we can look for the supply or demand. So the first candle, second candle, third candle, as you can see, we have the gap. So the gap is around here. Then after having that gap, we know that the market has to come back and fill that gap before pushing to the downside. So now we know what we are looking for. So looking at this area, we're going to use this one here as our overall supply zone. So after having that supply, we know that we can gladly look for our position just around here, and we can just put it in the middle of this area, or you can just put it at the bottom just like that, and then we can just go back to our screen here. So as you can see, the overall target is at the lows, and the only thing that I'm looking at is the supply zone here. That's the only thing that I'm looking at, demand zone around here, just because if you look left, you'll see that we had a break here. Then after having that break, we had another one here. But like, it doesn't matter, just because if we invalidate this area here, we can still continue pushing down, or we can invalidate this area and then continue pushing back into areas of interest, then push to the downside. But like, I don't think this area will hold. If we go back to the 4-hour time frame, that is where you can understand that we are looking at this area here around here as our imbalanced area. But like, the overall target is here, of which the market is still stuck in this area of demand right here. You can just use this demand zone here. But like, I'm not scared just because the market has shown its intention around here after having this area here, or this rejection around here. So I am pretty sure that we are going to push to the downside. But like, being pretty sure with your analysis does not mean that you have to go all in with your account, guys. You don't have to go all in, you just have to go nicely in the market. Then that is when you can make good profits or be consistent. And looking back, you can see that we had some opportunities here. As you can see, the market pulled up, higher high, higher low. Then we had our higher high right there, giving us a break of structure right here. And then as you can see, we had that nice fair value gap just around this point being filled up nicely. That is when the market pulled to the upside. So the anticipation is still the same so far, just because I saw that we had this area being filled up. We tapped into this area here of supply, then we created this area here, or the rejection, then we pulled to the downside, then we had a break of structure. Then this confirms a lot of things for me, so that is why I'm saying that we can just wait for the market to pull back into areas of interest. That is when we can sell into this area here, and I'm gonna keep you posted on the setup. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't work out, I'll also show you how it did, and then we can refine a few things, just because trading, guys, is a different ball game whenever you are trying to be right all the time. So we are not trying to be right, we are trying to have an edge when it comes to the market, trying to do the right things, trying to make sure that we are taking good trades. So as you can clearly see here, as you can see, we had a change of character. After having the change of character, the market internally broke structures, and then it was moving up. Very nice, as you can see, very nice. And then what I'm trying to show you here is that you can also trade the internal structure. You can also trade the internal structure up until we tap into an area of interest like here. Then after tapping into that area of interest, that is when the market will pull to the downside. So I'm just gonna wait and see what's happening here. If we get a trade, we get a trade, but like if we don't, I know that the market has to pull up, tap into this area, fill the imbalance on the higher time frame, and that is when we can pull down. So I'll see you on another video. Peace and love, guys, man.